And we're live here in Tiger TV Live. We got some boys varsity football action today. Our Jackson Reed Tigers taking on the Paul Public Charter Pirates in a game that looks to be going the way of Jackson Reed. Of course, we've had some poor luck as of recent times. I'm sure we'd all admit, but Tigers look to turn their fortunes around today against a team that last year was ranked last out of 25 teams in the District of Columbia. Paul, currently 0-2, as are the Tigers, but they're coming off a 55-0 loss against Ron Brown High School, a fellow DCIA team. If you're a DCIA fan, you know Ron Brown aren't necessarily the best team, and yeah. Apologies if you're not able to make it to the game today down in Cardozo. It's my first time broadcasting here. We're about to go to kickoff. Tigers look to turn their fortune around. Back to receive on the far side, number 2, Mason Wilson. And on the near side, number 0, Scott Messiah. Here's the kick. It's short. Messiah will receive. Going through the middle. He's found a gap, and there he goes. Scott Messiah beats 44. He's going to take this one to the house. And as I said, Tigers are going to turn around their fortune against one of the worst teams in DC. And already, the reverse of what we saw start the game at Bishop Ireton. It's the Tigers who are going to score. Scott Messiah, who picked up the touchdown, in the right place to receive the ball. Took a couple of bounces, but still ended up in his hands. And yeah, it's going 6-0 for the Tigers. Looking wait. And it looks like we're going to kick right now. Wait. They are going to kick right now. It is number 11, Brody Ryan. Kick. And is good. Kick to the right side, but never in doubt. And Tigers will open the scoring against Paul 7-0. And yeah, Jackson Reed, of course, last time we covered a football game when we were hosting Bishop Ireton, conceded a kickoff on the opening play. They didn't concede any more kickoffs. Cut out that issue, so we'll see if Paul can do the same. But we're going to see their special teams for the first time. Back to receive. One man all the way back. Number 31, Jeremiah Spurrell, freshman. I don't know if you can see from here, but there's, for a lot of players, kind of a size difference between Jackson Reed and Paul. And yeah, Paul certainly have a pretty small guy out there in Spurrell. And Tigers special teams, they got some very good tacklers. They just have to make sure they don't leave too big of a gap. That was their problem against Ireton and against teams last year. Kick from Ryan, gonna be caught by Spurrell. Here he goes, and he's gonna be met. And they're all pushing him back. It was number 4, Hassan Parrish, who made the first touch. And of course the touchdown scorer, Scott Messiah as well, assisting greatly, but no one player going to be credited for that tackle. Now we see the Pirates offense on the field for the first time. Sincere Saunders lined up under center. Gonna hand it off to number 21. Pretty big guy. And not much of a gain. It was 22 made the tackle, Gregory Lomax. And that was number 21, Kayvon Strong, a senior, who got the carry. And on Max Preps, not a lot of players are credited as halfbacks or fullbacks. Most of them just go by running backs. That guy credited as a halfback, and you could probably see it. Definitely a big guy designed to break tackles and try to power his way through, but didn't amount to much there. Gain of only 2 yards for number 21, Kayvon Strong, the senior. Under center again, and Strong is going to get it again. And now a pile-up scrum is going to push him back. Again, it's going to be a short gain for the Pirates. Third and 6 for the Pirates. They've gained 2 on both plays. Under center, they're going to try the same thing again. This time it's Tawan Robinson on the carry. He's going to be dragged back. Looks like no gain for the Pirates. And on comes the punt team. Seemingly, Tiger special teams. Bit slow to get back out there. Mason Wilson pretty shallow, right at midfield at the 50. And Wilson did pretty well last time out. That kick almost blocked. He got it off in the end. But he's going to receive it at the 40, and he slipped on it and muffed it. Had to fall backwards onto it, but it's going to go down around the 42-yard line. Wilson did a good job to recover it. Make sure it didn't go the other way. So the Tigers offense on the field for the first time after scoring on the kickoff. Just joining us, that was Scott Messiah, number 0, the touchdown. And a big injury for the Tigers. Number 8, Ward Dieterle, our main starting quarterback last time out, is injured. And now we have number 12, Henry Reed, in for the Tigers. But Tigers have had some QB struggles. They haven't played great recently. But number 4, Son Parrish, certainly played great. And it's a check down to him. And here he goes. To the 40, to the 30, race back strong, muscles through a couple players, goes down inside 22. This set ain't working. Scott Messiah in the backfield for the Tigers. Henry Reed, the thrower again, and he's going deep. He was looking for number 1, Coleman Deza, the captain, but really overthrew him. It's just bounced in the end zone. Really nothing came of it. The receiving leader, you see number 3 playing on the slot, Zaman Nagusi. Missed the whole football season last year with an injury. But junior's back in the fields. And here's Henry Reed trying to go up the gut. And he's going to be taken down. And a combination of hits by Tywin Robinson and Sincere Saunders, 2 players who we saw in the Pirates offense. Making the tackle, someone also got him down by the legs. So short gain, it's 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. Surprised we haven't gone to the run game so far, especially with the man who scored the touchdown, Scott Messiah. there in midfield. He gets a touchdown. I'm the check down. My bad. And only gets a couple of yards. Not gonna get to the first. Made a good cut. Managed to shake Elias Watson. And got down to the red zone, but still not really close to the first. Fourth and 5, Tigers are going for it. Already got the lead, seeming confident. Reed looking deep. Not going to go to the check down. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to get the first. Works to another. Got past Strong, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Henry Reed. Got the QB sneak up to get. Had to evade several players. Made a cut outside. Had to evade Sincere Saunders with the hit. And managed to make it to the end zone. It looked like just for a second that he was wrapped up. And it would have gotten Tigers to first. But he wasn't going to sell for that. He wanted the end zone. And they're lined up and we say we're lined up for a second to go for it. But now they're going to try to kick. And that's good from Brody Ryan. Second successful extra point of the day. He had rotational duties at kicker last year with then senior Alex Tomasek, but now he's the only man in town to take these kicks. So 14-0, we got 7 minutes, 29 seconds left in this quarter. And of course, again, number 11, Brody Ryan, one of the captains of this team, on the kickoff. Good kick from Ryan, fielded by number 6, who has to fall on it. That was Chris Nelson, a junior. Just bounced right out of his hands inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. He just fell on it. Probably had maybe a time to try and do something with it, but went the safe route. And Sincere Saunders, number 1, who isn't marked as a quarterback on this roster. It says he is an athlete. He has only been handing off these balls so far, primarily to Taiwan Robinson and Kayvon Strong. That's been beneficial for the Tigers. We got a pretty good, in most cases, a good run defense as long as we have the numbers on the run. Tigers have struggled against fast runners, but generally, if their technique is more based on power and aggressiveness, then the Tigers have had the upper hand, and that seems to be the case for the Pirates here. We got a timeout right now. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Paul with a handoff, gonna get a couple of yards, but more of the same from what we saw on their first offensive drive. Definitely not much of a gain. In fact, looks like they're gonna call this no gain, or gain of 1. Actually, 2nd and 9 for the Paul Pirates. Everyone all bunched up right here. Hand it off. Take Kayvon Strong. Tackled from behind. And again, a short gain. Aiden Riley on the tackle, one of our captains. Number 15. He's a senior. And filling in the gap that his brother left last year, Connor Riley. Great linebacker on the JROTC scholarship at Penn State. And good deal for him, but I think he could have played D1 football elsewhere because he was fantastic as a linebacker, but Riley looking to do what his brother did. Now they're down in 9 after a no gain from the Pirates last time out. Now under shotgun is Sincere Saunders rolling to his right and taken down. That was number 14, Kayan Gunthrop, the senior, making the tackle. And nice to see a play from him. Not our primary tackling guys. Of course, as I said, Aiden Riley. And also our other defensive captain, Casey Wood. They're making a lot of those plays, but good play by Gunthrop. So it's 4th down and 15. The punter number 14, Damari Dixon, backed up back of the end zone. And Tigers almost got the block. Last time they will. This time, that's number 40. Name's not on here, but he's going to get the touchdown. And now the Tigers going to extend their lead to 3 touchdowns. And they all came in from the far side, the left. As the Pirates blocking certainly a bit lackluster on that side, and they just went rolling right in. Nothing they could do to stop them. Going for it here. It's going to be number 2, Mason Wilson, running it into the end zone for an easy 2 points. Henry Reed with an easy easy check down. And Tigers going to extend their lead to 22-0. Still, first quarter, by the way, and I said that this is going to be a better game for the Tigers, and we've seen the past was in line. There's 5 minutes, 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Tigers lead 22-0, and started with a Scott Messiah kickoff touchdown, QB sneak by Henry Reed, and a blocked punt that resulted in a touchdown. He was number 31, taken out. Parrish got the hit, but to no effect. But now he's going to be taken down around the 10-yard line. It was number 31, Jeremiah Spurriel receiving. And again, the Pirates are backed up far. And they got to at least get a bit of yardage because they don't want to be backed up in their own ends and a punt again. And they'll be about 3-4 yards improvement from where they started last time out. Let's see if the Pirates finally try a throwing option. There's Tigers QB options haven't been great this year, but Paul kind of seems like they don't have a quarterback at all. But you're Sincere Saunders under center. Kevon, 3 players in the backfield. It's Strong who gets it. And got a decent amount of yardage. Managed to power through almost to the 20-yard line. As you guys swarmed by the Tigers defense, as they have done all night. When the defense just gets everyone in there and they just try to pile on them, use their advantage in size. Strong got some better yards here. In fact, I think that's going to be a first down for the Pirates. Their first in the night. Strong on the carry again. Certainly the best running back in this Pirates team, and now he's coming off. That's certainly interesting for the Pirates. So the Pirates got their first down. Let's see what they do now. Bit of a collision on the snap. That's Taiwan Robinson taking it. And for little yardage, number 32 at the tackle. Substitution issues for the Tigers here, but they're going to sort it out for a snap. 3 in the backfield again, and it is Taiwan Robinson taking it again. Getting closer to moving the chains for a second time in a row, but not quite there yet. I think the Tigers may, be perhaps a bit disappointed if the Pirates managed to score against them. Of course, it was Ron Brown who shut them out 55-0, but I don't think that's really much of a concern right now, as long as they get a stop. And that's a fumble. Number 55, William Howes, is going to fall on it. A huge player for the Tigers in D-line last year and this year. Got a DCIA award for his performance on the field last year. Now Mark Mullins' offense gonna get back on the field. So this is basically the Tigers' only easy game of the year. So look for them to get a bit experimental with their plays. We've certainly seen more throwing today from number 12, Henry Reed, than you'll probably be used to seeing. A lot of players in the backfield. Parrish is going to take it. Found room up the gut. Made Robinson miss. Shakes off number 3, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Hassan Parrish. One of the best players on this Tigers team. Didn't have carries on the previous offensive drive that saw Scott Messiah in the backfield for most of it, but Parrish on the very first play going to take this one to the end zone. And great job from the offensive line, just parting the seas for him. And then after that, it was all him. Got past Taiwan Robinson, number 3, Elias Watson, number 31, Spuriel. They hit it. Easy for him. They're going to try the extra point here. Easy chip shot for Ryan. And that's going to make it 29-0 favor of the Tigers. And just one more score should send us to a running clock, basically when there's, I forget, wait. When we get to a 35-point gap, the clock will run, so it'll only stop for timeouts and, of course, the end of quarters and stuff. Won't stop on touchdowns or incomplete passes or balls out of bounds. Now, make this game pretty quick. Kick from Brody Ryan. Sincere Saunders to receive. Trying to go up the middle. He's going to be met and taken down. Almost lose the football, but marked down before it came out. Number 35 with a big contribution to that tackle. But I think that's still going to be, it's going to be their best starting position of the night for the Pirates. They're going to be starting at the 25-yard line. You know, it's kind of the difference if it was a touchback. As the Pirates have done. Saunders under center, 3 in the backfield. Robinson's going to take it. It's going to be met by Mason Wilson and thrown to the ground. I believe that was actually number 5 for Paul, Malik Penny. A freshman, not the only starting freshman. Of course, we saw Jeremiah Spuriel on a lot of kickoff receiving plays for the Pirates. And off to Kevon Strong. Going to get some yardage. It drives right through Aiden Riley. He's going to take him down on his back. And off to number 5. Not going to go anywhere. Again, the ball coming out after the play. Riley taking the ball just for safe measures, but hard to say who tackled it just because on seemingly all these plays, multiple Tigers defenders getting there quickly. The Pirates in decent position. It's 4th and 2, and they're gonna go for it and try to get another first down. Hoping really at this point to come away from this game with points. Here's Kevon Strong, and looking like he's gonna get the first maybe. Yeah, that's borderline right there. And looking like placed at the 35, and it looks like it'll barely be it. Aiden Giles pulling the other way. Tigers think it's theirs, and it is. So, despite the efforts of Kevon Strong, Pirates unable to come up with the first, and it's a turnover on downs. Pirates taking their time getting off the field. Possibly in protest, maybe thinking that their offense should stick out there, but it's not the way the ref sees it. Certainly not the way the Tigers see it. Again, Tigers numbers in the backfield. Scott Messiah, last man back. Giles in number 40, also up there in a collision. Scott Messiah ran right into Henry Reed. I don't know what the plan was there, but I think we're still going to gain a yard. As that we a miscommunication. It's a shame because offensive line had totally opened up. That's going to make it second down. It's called a no gain. Tigers with the same backfield formation. Trying for take two. They give it to Scott Messiah. He's wrapped up. It was number 84, King Leak for the Paul Pirates, who latched onto him and wouldn't let him go. Big dude, making sure he got nothing out of that. And we got a water break. Be right back. Gotta have a lot of these. This is certainly a scorcher today. Getting back here, second quarter. And short gain, that makes it fourth down and long for the Tigers. Not expecting to have to be in this position. They're going to be going for it on 4th and 10. Reed looking to his left and out of the hands of number 1 Coleman Deza. And as I said, gotta expect the Tigers to get experimental here. No reason to punt on 4th down when you have a 29-point lead. But that ball bouncing right out of the hands of number 1 Coleman Deza. So after a turnover on downs by the Pirates, it's going to be a turnover on downs from the Tigers. And Pirates about to take over. Tigers are ready. Pirates clearly aren't. Pirates sticking with their traditional backfield formation. Looks like Kayvon Strong's going to be the one to take it. And he is. And as always, swarmed from all sides for what looks like a loss of yardage. This D-line from the Tigers really not letting anything slide. It's actually going to be a gain of 1 yard. Of course, it doesn't really mean much. Switch up the order, and now it looks like it's Malik Penny, that man on the near side, who's always been the one to take it. And Penny drops it. He's going to fall on it as Riley went for the ball. But Paul going to recover it, but for a big loss of yards. Like a loss of 6, and they're going to start from 15 on 3rd down. Saunders taking this himself, going to the left. Try to stiff arm on Brody Ryan. Ryan wasn't having any of his. He shoves him out of bounds, and we got a bit of a scuffle right here. Don't like to see that. And nothing's gonna come of it. But yeah, Saunders bit rough with Brody Ryan, and Brody Ryan a bit rough with Sincere Saunders as they went out of bounds together. And I think that was the collision of Brody Ryan running right into the Pirates sideline to a couple of players that may have started that scuffle, combined with their treatment of each other. And we got a water break. We'll be right back. Whole bunch of fouls right there going against Paul, going to push him way back. And few on us as well, but in the end, going to be Paul going to be way back for this punt in an area that could potentially cause some real issues in case they mess up the punt, as they did in the first quarter. That resulted in a touchdown for the Tigers. They were able to just fall on it in the end zone. And barring a wild snap, there's no chance of that happening. But here's Saunders trying to go for the right. Number 13 looks like he made the catch, but he was short of the first. Yeah, it was Brody Ryan on the cover. And yeah, that was number 14, Damari Dixon, who made the catch. However, looking like it's gonna be incomplete. He didn't have his feet in bounds. Or actually, looks like we got some fouls here. Sorry for the confusion, but we're gonna looks like be doing this 4th down again. This time, Pirates look to punt. Robert Toogood in the backfield, the punt, and it's blocked. And it's gonna be number 32 going for it. It's gonna be a scrum. Who has it? Not gonna matter. Either way, it's gonna be Tigers ball after 4th down. So of zero consequence, who got the ball? And yeah, with a touchdown, the Tigers would be able to have the lead that would result in a running clock. And looking like quarterback Henry Reed in this Tigers offense going to go with the four-man pistol formation backfield again. Reed hands it off to Aiden Giles, going for the gap on the far side. He's going to dive into the end zone, and he got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And that will give him that lead, 35-0. That'll keep the clock going. And Aiden Giles with his, I believe his first carry of the night, making count for a touchdown. And he certainly put the effort in with that leaping dive effort for the touchdown. It's going to be Brody Ryan going for his 4th extra point of the night. He's been perfect so far. And that is going to be good. To the inside the left post, and that's going to be a 36-0 lead for the Tigers. Kickoff from Brody Ryan. Gonna take a bounce in the end zone. And gonna be called a touchback. I don't know necessarily if Sincere Saunders won the touchback for the Pirates to restart at the 25. but per the rules, that's what they'll have to do no matter what. Different formation this time about. In shotgun, Saunders gonna take it, looking to throw, and he's gonna go down. Number 32 on the tackle. Gunthrope hugging him in celebration. Great play by the Tigers defense. Loss of 4 from the Pirates. And shotgun again. Spread offense. And Saunders. Ooh, I don't know if that was legal from number 60, Ryan Goggerty. Riley finished off the tackle, but it looked like Goggerty may have been going for face mask. No flag and another big loss of yards for the Pirates. Third and 23 is what they're faced with. As the team haven't had a gain of more than about 5 yards or so today. I think 7, maybe the best they've gone. Water break here. As always, the Tigers defense, the ones on the field earlier compared to the Pirates. And apologies if we can't quite get into that near side corner. Should have that fixed soon, but Pirates going back to their traditional Saunders under center 3-man backfield. And Penny lost the ball on a handoff. Not the first time he's done that this evening. And forced to fall on it. And another loss of yardage for the Pirates. And this is exactly where they don't want to be. Forcing Robert Toogood to punt from the end zone. Last time he did that, it was blocked by DeAndre Howard, who fell on it for a touchdown. And the Pirates taking too long. Delay of game. Gonna push him back. maybe like a yard further when they're that close to the end zone. That'll be half the distance to the goal, I think. So I think that's gonna put them on like the 1 yard line, making a bad situation even worse. Expression's not too good on the punts. Actually, Michael Wood. Yeah, I think the Tigers went too early on that. Too eager to get to the punter and try and get yet another touchdown. Actually saying, my mistake. That was Pirates who went too early, because now ball not moving forward. Oh, they'll replay it down, still 4th and 32, and again going too early. So 4th and 34 from the 1 yard line for the Paul Pirates with this punt. Michael Wood from the back of the end zone, gonna get it off. Not the best punt, bouncing to the left. It's gonna get to the 20. Scott Masai's gonna pick it up from the back, going back to the middle, makes another cut. Can he get into the end zone? Did not quite make it. Scott Masai would have liked to add another touchdown to his game. Got the opening score on kickoff. But just one man stopping him from reaching the end zone. It was Paul's Daniel Marks, a senior. He's a real big dude, 385 pounds. Tom Parrish, last man back, and Howard lined up alongside Henry Reed. Richardson and Ngusi, the receivers for the Tigers. Parrish is going to take it, and he'll make it into the end zone with ease. Had all the room on the left side from our Tigers blockers. Of course, number 50, Casey Wood, our captain, giving him all the room and no stress as he got into the end zone. And the Tigers going to extend this lead once more. And Brody Ryan back out on the field certainly has had his share of extra points today. I believe this would be number 5. Make it 43-0. Bit of a high snap, but no matter. Another good kick from Henry Reed for Brody Ryan. No stress once again. Another kickoff for Brody Ryan. He's certainly gotten used to this by this point. Gonna fall to number 3, taking it out of the end zone. And lost the ball. Josiah Sanders forced it out, and he's gonna fall on it for the recovery. What a hit by number 9, Josiah Sanders. And it was Elias Watson on the reception. He never stood a chance. Not easy to get that perfect hit to force the ball out, but Josiah Sanders managed to do just that and getting praise from his compatriots on the sideline. And that's the end of the half. By the way, we will be back with you. Tigers lead 43-0. Back for the second half here. Jackson Reed Tigers leading 43-0 over the Paul Pirates. As you can see, dominant performance. Real first huge win in a couple of years for the Tigers. Back under these Friday night lights. Fortunately, the lights not working at Horace Fleming, the third field. That's what's bringing us down to Cardozo. We see here today is number 34 taking it. He's lost the ball. Paul get it back as we have flags on the field. Number 34, Jaden Barrios, who had the carry. Couldn't see who recovered for the Pirates, but will be their ball around the 11-yard line. Let's see what these flags result in for Pitt, for Paul. And it's going to move him forward. This foul is on Jackson Reed. And yeah, score 43-0. That means that the clock is running. Only stops 4 timeouts. So while we haven't even had a non-special teams play get off yet, we're already over a minute into this third quarter, and it's gonna go by pretty quickly. We're gonna be done with this game in like 25 minutes time or about. Saunders under center, gonna hand it off. Strong. Looks like it's gonna be a short gain for the Pirates, which we've certainly grown used to. Saunders under center. 2 in the backfield. Strong takes it. And only getting a handful of yards as a flag is shown. Those flags moving the chains as the Pirates go far forward. Certainly something the Tigers want to have to cut out, these holding calls, if they want the shutout over the Pirates. And the Pirates were shut out by 55-0 by Ron Brown. The previous week they came away with, I believe, a 31-6 loss, so at least managed to score some points against either name some like Thomas Jefferson. And Alexandria was Thomas Jefferson Technology. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson Science and Technology. I believe one of the best public schools in the country, as number 5 Malik Penny driven back that time around. Yeah, well, as I said, one of the best public schools in the country, of course, in terms of education. Obviously not in terms of football, after only being them by that much. Saunders handing off to Penny again. He gets stuffed up. He's getting wrapped up and taken down at the 41-yard line. It was number 64 on the tackle, Chinedu Osochukwu. So, loss of yards brings up a 4th down and long for the Pittsburgh. Keep calling Pittsburgh. And the Paul Pirates. They're going to go for this one. Nothing to lose at this point. Saunders lined up under center. He's going to take it himself, and he's got space on the near side. But Scott Messiah makes a 1st down and potentially touchdown saving tackle. Sincere Saunders, he thought he was clear. He thought they had a clear runway. Nothing but opening field ahead of him. And stunted from nowhere behind by Scott Messiah, the man who scored the opening touchdown for the Tigers. Now 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Their 2nd turnover on downs. Or actually, I think a 3rd turnover on downs. 2 receivers lined up in pistol formation. Reed rolling left. Gonna go for the pass caught by Brady Flowers. Got the first, looking for more. Taken out of bounds by number 2, Taiwan Robinson. It's gonna be a good gain for the Tigers, taking it from Hall 41 all the way down to around the 22. Get a 19. We have a strange shed for the Tigers. It's Aiden Riley lined up next to Henry Reed. Giles in the backfield. Riley going for the end zone. Touchdown! Isaiah Richardson got a perfect pass from Henry Reed. As the man who got the Tigers' only touchdown away at Yorktown last Thursday. Makes the grab, but the Tigers up by 49. That's what the Tigers have been looking for. Just a good long-range pass from Henry Reed. And I haven't needed it so far tonight. Pirates haven't been able to do anything about the run game, but that was just a great pass. That should have became evident what their plan was when Aiden Riley was lined up next to the QB. They're going for the block. Reed with the kick blocked. First time he hasn't put the ball through the uprights on extra points today, and the Tigers will continue to lead 49-0. Brody Ryan with the kick very high. Now ball on the ground. And again, Paul with the muff kick, falling on it and not trying to take it anywhere. That was freshman Jeremiah Spuriel. receiving. And ball placed down at the 25-yard line. I think we can all agree the goal at this point for the Paul Pirates is just to maybe get some points. Only one touchdown on the season as the Tigers had going into this game. We now have 7. And last time out, Sincere Saunders managed to give himself some room, only to be taken down from behind by Scott Messiah. And maybe they get one of those plays where the Tigers leave a lot of room to one side and they can get a guy, probably Sincere Saunders, to turn on the jets. They can get something out of it. Here's Sincere Saunders taking it, going right up the middle, shakes the tackle, going to the right. Number 25 went in for it, and Mason Wilson finishes him off. That was Bilal Harrison who got the initial hit. But Paul Pirates going to move the chains here. That's what they're looking for. 1 minute left in this third quarter. As I said, we have a running clock. Hand it off again. Malik Penny. Gonna get about halfway to the first. Kind of clocking down. Let's see if they try to get the playoff before we head into the fourth quarter. Taking their time in the huddle. I'm not sure if they realize. Probably not. Not going to get playoff. That's going to end the fourth quarter. We'll be back with you soon.
Muted. Oh.
Welcome back. We're here for the fourth quarter. Tigers lead 49-0. And I only need one more touchdown to match, and then an extra point to beat the tally set by the Ron Brown Monarchs over the same team last week. Saunders looking to throw, and it's all out of the hands of number 14, Damari Dixon. He was in the air, needed room in front of him. It was number 13 on the cover for the Tigers, but Third down for Paul. And shotgun is Sincere Sanders throwing away to the left. Damari Dixon was the target again, but unlike last time, this ball going nowhere near its intended receiver, falling about 3 or 4 yards short. And Damari Dixon doesn't get the chance to redeem himself. It's 4th down and 7. Water break. We will be right back. Saunders looking to throw and out of the hands of Damari Dixon. We had flags before the play. But assuming the stands, Tiger's going to take over for a turnover on downs again. Call goes against the offense. It's at 3rd down. I believe that's a mistake. Should be 4th. But yeah, penalty declined as you'd expect from Tigers. Just over 10 minutes left in this quarter. Alright, that was a bit of confusion right here. Henry Reed's offense back on the field after a lot of miscommunication. On the run. Here goes Aiden Giles. Spurriel got to hit that, forced him out. But Aiden Giles got all the room on the near side, and they're going to move the chains. We got another flag. And see if this one goes back. Ball go forward, in fact. But even still, Tigers have had more penalties in this game than they'll cared half, even if it was like 2 or 3. Basically the one negative takeaway of this game. Reed will give it to Aiden Giles again. Found the gap on the left side. One man to beat. He gets past Spuriel. And I don't know if that was on camera because we have a very narrow gap right there. But that's going to be touchdown number 8 for the Tigers, making it 55-0. As I said, that match is currently lost. That Pirates experienced last week to Ron Brown, and I think the Tigers definitely consider themselves a better team than Ron Brown, but you know, these score comparisons rarely actually mean that much. Brody Ryan has been almost perfect. He's had a kick blocked, but he hasn't kicked anything that end up on the wrong side of the uprights. Brody Ryan right through the center. Easy extra point. 56-0, the Tigers lead. Brody Ryan to kick off for seemingly the 100th time tonight. Definitely had a lot of these. .34, Jaden Barrios back to receive. Barrios will let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. As the clock is ticking down, we are within 4.5 minutes. The miscommunication from the Tigers defense. Normally they're out a lot earlier than Paul, but not this time. So Paul have been really going for it on the receiving ends. On their receiving game, of course, nothing to lose at this point, but they're going to hand it off here to Kevon Strong. But Strong's not going to go anywhere, and flag after the play. Sinead Osuchukwu, who wrapped him up and stalled his momentum. See these flags. Personal foul going the way of the Tigers, and looks like Pirates gonna move the chains 15 yards, as is the penalty for that kind of foul, to their 40-yard line. within 3 minutes to go. And if Paul wants to get even something out of this game with like a touchdown or field goal, whatever, we're running out of time for it. Von Strong gets it again. And at a group trying to help himself out with his movement, trying to push through the Tigers' defense, but didn't stand a chance of getting any real big yardage. Second and 6 for the Paul Pirates. Saunders in shotgun again, this time looking to pass and almost intercepted. That was Damari Dixon, the intended target again. He's been the intended target for almost all of Sincere Saunders' passes. Now it's out of his hands and out of the hands of our DB. I think that was number 13. Shotgun again. Malik Penny lined up alongside Sanders. Going to the left side. DeMar Dixon didn't get anything. That'll bring up 4th down for the Paul Pirates. 4th and 6. Within a minute. And Paul likely probably just going to have one more play for in this game. And what a huge victory for the Tigers. We knew, definitely expecting a pretty simple win for them going in. But nonetheless, feels good, you know, especially the expectations going into the season. We wanted something like this. And just a few seconds left. Will Paul get off the snap? And they went for it. Saunders said hike. The ball was snapped, but it was too late. 0's on the board. And now end the game. First really big blowout, almost blowout win that we've seen since almost like 2019. Last time we've had a win like that. It feels great for Jackson Reed. And yeah, the long-awaited win that the Tigers been looking for. And not where we expected it to be or wanted it to be down here in Cardozo. We would have loved to be back home with a fuller capacity, but nonetheless a huge win. Still some takeaways for the Tigers for next time, but yeah, just a nice morale boost going into the rest of the season. BCIA action starting up soon, so yeah, thanks for joining us on Tiger TV Live for this huge win. That'll be all signing off.